over. I smile, even though I hurt, see I smile. I know God is working, so I smile, even though I've been here for a while. What you do? I smile. Come on, smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. God's people. You look so much better when you smile. So smile.
Hi, I'm Chevez Lewis Tobert, and I'm interviewing Glenn McRae. And then I had a few questions for him. What makes you interested in Rainier Beach community?
There's a lot of things actually that make me interested about Rainier Beach. One, like I grew up here, so like I have a strong passion and a heart for this community. I believe in its diversity, and because of its diversity, I believe that within this community we have a lot of solutions as to how a community could and should look, especially given that a lot of the communities in the very near future will be reflective of how our community looks in terms of its diversity. So I think that really draws me and attracts me to this community. Additionally, the young people, I think, have a very negative reputation and a stigma attached to it. But I believe, again, the young people have a very strong perspective about this community. And because, again, the diversity of this community, they're exposed to a world that doesn't exist anywhere else in this country. And so they have a lot of solutions and a lot of answers themselves that could really change and affect this world.
How's the community different from when you was growing up?
That's a good question. I think a lot of the community, it seems to be a little more cohesive as opposed to when I was growing up. You still see a lot of ethnic and cultural divisions between racial and ethnic groups. That still exists, but however, I think that we're all coexisting together a little more better than when I was a younger child growing up in this neighborhood. And so that really encourages me because, again, growing up, all the cultural and ethnic groups were very separate from each other, even though it was still diverse. So I enjoy that a lot.
What are some of the problems that we have in this neighborhood?
Some of the problems? A lot of the problems that we have, I think, are perpetuated from outside the community, actually. So a lot of the perspectives of those who have never really stepped foot in this community have perhaps the strongest opinions about it. And I think that's probably one of the more major issues, I believe, is the stigma that's attached to this community. Again, those stigmas are really generated and perpetuated by those who have never really stepped foot or experienced this community like we experience this community. So oftentimes when you live or you're in this community, you don't see the same problems that other people outside the community sees. And I think that is probably one of our biggest issues that we...
What interests you in Rainier Beach community?
Celebrate yourself.
The mix of people and just being able to enjoy a beautiful day like this in the park. And listen to the music and all the entertainment. Free popcorn.
How long have you been a part of Rainier Beach community?
I've been emceeing. Right now I got to go over to my system.
One more time, make a difference.
Today's a new day. But tell me, where are my blue skies?
Where's that love, y'all?
Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
The truth is,
I almost gave up a power that I can't explain.
that Holy Ghost power, y'all.
Fell from heaven like a shower down.
Now I know it would hurt y'all, but still,
I smile.
come on.
Even though I hurt, see I smile.
Y'all feel that?
I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I'm in it minute for a while.
Still.
I smile.
Hallelujah.
Smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now.
God's people.
You look so much better when you smile.
Let's go.
Smile for me. Can you just smile for me?
Whatever you're in right now. People say.
You look so much better when you. You look so much better when you. You look so much better when you.
I say.
You look so much better when you.
And while you waiting.
You look so much better when you.
Yeah. And while you praying.
You